Alright, so reusing the stock sliders with the eBay seats was a failure. Even at the lowest setting, the seats sat too high. So looking for a cheap solution, I found these no-name brackets for the Mk4 on eBay. The pair came out to $200 shipped and I had zero issues with the install. So if you're looking for a budget solution to mounting seats on a Mk4 VW, I highly recommend these brackets. So here is the unboxing, and then the rest of the video will be me installing these brackets onto the car. Alright, so here's the stock slider. And it's a shame I couldn't use it. Modifying it more to try to get the seats to sit lower would have, I would have to cut into this pivot point here, and that would have definitely caused issues with the structural integrity of this joint here. That's where it pivots up. So even at the lowest setting, this slider here was sitting way too high. So I bought these aftermarket brackets off of eBay, and now I'm going to be installing them on the car. Alright, so here are the brackets, or one of them at least, and this is the driver's side, driver's side. This is for the seat belt, the seat belt bracket right here. Quality wise, it's whatever, it's fucking steel, it's pretty thick. A little bit of rust, I believe, but nothing major. It comes with the hardware. These are the brackets that install in where the slider goes in, and then some more hardware. Alright, so last night I was installing the brackets on the driver's seat, and unfortunately one of the little tabs broke on the mechanism to slide the slider back and forth. So I ended up ordering a pair off of Amazon, and these look a little more beefier than these, the ones that came with the seats. And I'll put the link down in the description for these, but yeah, this shit didn't line up with the holes on the bar here, and one of them ended up snapping off. So I'm gonna install these with the spacers that I got from Braum, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I got the brackets in with spacers, and I'm gonna see how much they weigh. Gonna be a little difficult. So this is saying they weigh about like 40 pounds. $39.2. So cool. Alright, so because the seatbelt bracket or whatever like really stuck the seatbelt pretty far up, I ended up cutting them and drilling a hole on both of them. So I'm going to install that now, and then I'll be installing the rails or the seat brackets into the stock rail. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright, so these pieces go into the rails, and they have a nut welded onto them, so nut side in or away from the bracket. Goes in like that. Same on this side. Then you use their supplied nut to hold it in place. Alright, so I got them in. It was kind of a pain in the ass trying to record, but yeah, just get your finger back here to hold the bracket up, and then I used my foot to put the foot up here and lifted the seat up to be able to thread the nut in, or the bolt in. Haven't tightened it all the way down because I got to do the two here up in the front. So, there they are. Got to line them up. Alright, got them in. Now I got to tighten these 17 mil bolts back here. Now, a problem I did encounter was the
resistor for the airbags. Not sure what is going on, but I still got an airbag code on VCDS, so I gotta go in and figure that out. Some people are saying that the legs probably weren't long enough or weren't making good contact, but I'll sort that shit out later. Alright, so everything's tight. I mean, the seats move, but whatever. There's a little bit of wiggling with the seats, but as soon as you sit on them, you don't feel it. I mean, it's not noticeable. Nice and easy. So here's take two. Aftermarket seat brackets that I got off of eBay with some spacers. These 1-inch spacers came with 8 of these smaller spacers that are threaded on the inside. So I had to get some longer hardware for that side, but lifted the passenger side because the slider bar was hitting up on the bracket, and then I didn't like how low they were, so obviously I wanted it as high as I could get it without being overly high. There's plenty of space up here, and one of the main reasons why I went with 1-inch spacers was due to the fact that the OEM sliders that I retrofitted these seats onto were way too high. The gap between the seat and the headliner was very small, and it was just way too high. My knees touched the under the dash here, and it was just, you know, the shifter was kind of too low. It was horrible. I was hoping that shit would work because I wanted to have height adjustability, but it didn't. Now I'm stuck with this height, and it's not bad. So this here is what I see over the hood. But no, it's cool. It's awesome. I'm gonna leave it like this. I have no intentions to raise or lower it anymore. I think it's perfect the way it sits. I do have to figure out the airbag thing. Shorten both the seatbelt attachments because they were sitting way too high, and that's it. So because I used spacers on both seats, I ended up replacing the hardware that came with the brackets with socket head screws. And then I used those leftover bolts to secure the front part of the brackets with the OEM nuts that hold the stock seats in. The install was a breeze, and I don't regret taking a chance on these no-name brackets instead of paying close to $300 for name brand ones. So if you have an Mk4 and need a budget solution, I'll include links to them and other products I use down below. Until next time.